All in all, always good to win. Thought it was fun, doing the pink game and breast cancer awareness. We've just always done it. Just thought we'd make a bigger part of it with Hugh's mom and what we've gone with Hugh. And then Coach Harriman's mom in Australia's went through it. My Aunt Kay's went through it. So it's not fun. We just try to bring awareness to it, be supportive because we have the platform to do it. It means something to us. Like most things we do means a lot to us. So always good to let the guys wear pink. Real men wear pink. That's what I told them before the game. But all in all, I don't know if we were real crisp. It was just good to get a W. Now we're 8-4, and really proud that they came out through some things going on. But we got to shoot free throws better. I talked to them before the game. We're leading the league and getting to the line. We got there 35 times, but only made 68%. Goals about 75. So, but they stayed together. They played hard. I thought the effort was good. So. Now we got to move forward and get ready for Boise. But, I think Woj does a good job. I like his brother who was a coach, his family's coaches. He's had a tough task there, but he does it the right way and does it with class. Like most of our coaches, all of our coaches in our league do that. So they played hard, they competed, and they're getting better.
Defensively, you hold them with 30% shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I guess let's just start with the defense. Did you do anything different, or what worked so well defensively?
Well, Jeff, I think the biggest thing is we talked about trying to stay under 80, so I put 65 on the board before the game. I thought if we could stay under 65, it would be good, trying to give them some goals, try to be more goal-oriented in the sense that, let them think about something to strive for. But I thought all in all, I thought they had good effort. I thought they did a little bit better job defensively, and that's not a bad offensive team.
And I know I talked to you Thursday about
Mm-hmm.
when O gets in that early foul trouble, how it does change the defense.
It does.
Tonight he did.
It does.
Early foul trouble. You guys kind of responded though. The rest of the guys worked a little better than Tuesday night.
Right. I think the biggest thing, Jeff, and I thought about that question when you asked me that, because you asked me a question, and sometimes I don't really get the grasp of it because it's so quick. But I think what happens is when O goes out of the game, I think guys don't do enough of moving their feet and cutting off driving lanes because they always know O's there. Well, when O goes out of the game, he's no longer there, so they can't think that he's there. And I think that sometimes that's an adjustment for them.
So it's a change that your guys need to pick up on.
Yeah, and I think we've done that. I talked to them a little bit about that. When O's out of the game, we have to use our quickness and our athletic ability. And Joe, for a guy that's playing out of position, he can move his feet well. And then we got X, kind of playing a hybrid forward position, but we got to do better. And I thought we did better tonight with that. I thought we mixed up a little zone to help us keep people off balance, keep them off balance. So, all in all, I thought the effort was better. Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, Gene's going to release a statement from Cullen after this, so it was awesome. It's good to see. I just, I feel kind of bad that I had to come out and say something, and I think it's one of those things where you don't want that to happen, and you just want the fans to support all our players in our program, and I would have done that for any player. And it just so happens he's my son, and it happened that way. Right.
Last couple days was that what you expected in terms of reaction? Did you have any regrets?
Jeff, I don't have any regrets because I have to protect my son and my player. Was I surprised at the support? No. We have the best fans in the country. It's just sometimes that we take winning for granted, and we got to strive. Look, I strive for a championship every year. That's what we started when we got here. We won 7 since 2009. If you go back to the history of the program and count it all up, Alfred's done a lot of great things, and he started it. And I'm just trying to keep it going to another dimension and keep the program going in the right direction. But we're always going to strive to win as many games as we can and compete for championships. Sometimes it doesn't work out that way. We had a tough defeat at San Diego State. We didn't play well at Utah State. Our guys come back. We're 8-4. Jeff, if I had asked you at the pregame media or postgame, before the season, I said, if we were 8-4 at this time, what would you say? You picked a sixth. Fifth. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was trying to make a joke.
No, I would obviously. I don't think anybody saw this coming before the season.
No, but our fans are outstanding. It's a vocal minority. We understand that, but when it starts weighing on somebody, it's enough.
One more follow on that, then the details of it. Is there any more you want to elaborate on?
No, it's done. I'm done with it. I'm going to meet with some people and meet with Paul. We're going to handle it. Cullen's. I got to try to get him back to normal and get him going, but I'm done. I said what I had to say, and we're moving forward, and that's it.
Offensively, it seemed like things, at least to start the game, a little bit of a lull, and then something just clicked at the end of the first half. What was that?
Well, I think we started running some offense. I think what they didn't understand is when they were hard hedging us or what we call blitzing or trapping our pick and rolls, we just weren't getting guys in the right spot and making that first pass and then making the next pass. In basketball, you don't get rewarded like in hockey. So the guy in hockey that makes the pass to the assist to the goal, we have to make that pass better. So the pass that leads to the assist has to be made quicker, better, and I think our guys were slow understanding what we were trying to do because not a lot of people have done that. I think they're trying to blitz or trap our pick and rolls to take the ball out of our guards' hands, and that's smart. And it's, we're able to get some other people involved and score. So I think it just took us a little bit to get going.
And with the foul trouble in that first half, part of that run, the end, you had Hunter out there, Kuiper, what do you think of the bench?
I thought the bench was good. I got complete confidence in those guys. They've learned. They've done a good job. They work hard. They're great kids. They're going to be great players here. So I got no problem putting them in. I thought Dane Kuiper did a lot of great things tonight. I think he's going to be a special player just because he's kept working and keeps believing. So all in all, I thought we got good play. I think X is coming in his own. I think he's finding his role, and we just got to get Joe going.
Tim Jacobs even hit a three, and he's now 2 for 2 on the year. So
Right.
Is he your go-to three-point shooter now?
I don't. I mean, he did what he's supposed to do, and that's one thing about Tim Jacobs. I don't know how many games in a row I didn't play him, but I know when I put him in, he's going to do what I ask him to do, and that's who he is, and that's why I recruited him, and that's why he's here, and he's going to be a big part of our program, not only this year, his senior year, but down the road. He's one of those guys that has really had some success because he's just hung with it.
For this team to be successful and where you expect it to be, how big is it for you guys to get to the line the way you did?
Well, we have to. We're able to score the ball a high clip, but I think the aggressiveness and the way we can drive it, the way we can post it, I think it just helps us. Anytime you can get to the line 30, 35 times a game, it just gives you that many opportunities for free points. And, we shot the ball. I think we're like at 73 or right around there free throw percent for the year. And I think it's better than we've been in a long time. So if we can get there and make that clip of shots, then it just helps us score. I mean, we scored 74 tonight. We know we just got to keep being aggressive and going from there.
You talked a lot about looking forward, not looking back. Is a performance like this across the board, offense, defense, help put the 2 losses at San Diego State and Utah State in the past? Does that help?
Well, I think you go in the road games hoping you win road games, but it's not as easy as we think it is. We've been successful on the road. I think we just had 2 bad ones, and then now we got to win home games, and then you got to try to steal some more on the road and later in the year, and we got to finish. I'm just happy we've won more than 1 game in February.
Elijah and Cohen combined for 6 of 21 shooting and only 2 of 12 from 3-point range. Is there something going on with their shot? And you talk to them about it, or is that one of the things you don't talk to them about?
It's kind of like a guy that's in a slump with their batting average. I try to not talk to him about it. I guess we just aren't shooting it very well right now, and hopefully that'll turn around. But when that kicks in, then we'll really be able to score it.
And the question on the Tim Williams foul, did you feel that was more than a foul?
I don't know. I think he made a play on the ball. I don't think he meant that intentionally. I think he made a play on the ball. I just think it looked bad. Does that make sense? The kid made a play on the ball and kind of spun him around so it looked bad. I don't think he really tried to take him out.
No issues with the game then, kind of maybe chippy. I know last year it kind of went down that
I don't know, Jeff. You have to ask Woj because you're their beat writer also. You're a two-time beat writer, so you'd have to ask him. But I respect them. They're just trying to compete. I mean, they've had a tough time. He took over a not a good situation, and I don't mind guys that compete. I got no problem with that. I think the kid's a good kid. I think he made a play on the ball. I just think it looked bad, if that makes any sense.
Coach, you talked about wanting to get better each time out.
Right. I thought we did because we won. I mean, I think we're doing some things defensively to get better. I think we're making effort to get better. I just want them guys coaching kids nowadays, if you get so caught up in wins and losses and don't try to help them improve and reach their potential, then that's when the real pressure starts. And, my biggest thing is I'm trying to help my guys, what are they afraid of? What are they what's their what are they really afraid of? And I think as a head coach, you have to really reach out to your kids and figure that out. But we got to improve. If I help them reach their potential, we're going to win games. But I got to keep doing that. I got to keep teaching, keep coaching, timeouts, dead balls, and I've done more of that. And if you haven't noticed, I'm not doing near the yelling that I have because I don't think it works. I mean, I think it works, but I think you have to coach them. When you have a young team like I have, and I haven't had a young team like this before, and I think we're the youngest team by starting lineup in the league, I have to do a lot of coaching because they've never played together. They don't know what cut they're going to make. So it's a little different. So I'm just trying to coach them. I'll tell you the best thing, I'm having a lot of fun with them. They're a lot of fun to be around. They're good kids. They stick up for one another, and they're pretty unified. Thanks, y'all.
3 rebounds, a team best 4 assists as well over 34 minutes. Shake off the last couple games a little bit tonight?
I mean, yeah, they were losses for us, but we're a team that tries to move on from game to game regardless of the result. So we after we lost the game, we already felt like we were moved on from it. It was just another game on our schedule for us to come out and do what we practice every day.
Are you guys getting better at that? Are you guys, from even earlier in the year, better at turning the page after a loss?
I think so. Obviously, we still have ways to go, but we're definitely getting closer. It's getting close to the end of the season, so it's time to stop saying my bad and we'll get better than this and that. We really got to strap up and beat the teams we're supposed to beat and just play our game every day. So I think we're getting better at it. We're maturing and we're ready to make this run.
As far as playing your game, the shooting wasn't there, 5 for 15, 2 for 7 3, but you still ended up with 21, get to the line a lot. Are you happy in games like this when you're still able to get your points even though the shot is what it is?
I'm happy that we won, but I'm not happy with my performance. I work hard trying to make shots. I work hard at my shot, and lately they haven't been falling. I realize that happens. I'm going to stay in the gym, and hopefully we'll continue to get wins, which is my number one priority.
Seems like there was a little bit of a lull in the first half, kind of a bunch of lead changes in that first half, and then towards the end something just clicked. What exactly was that?
I don't know. We just try to keep our consistent play throughout the whole game. So it's kind of like you just keep pounding, and eventually it'll give. So we felt like for the most part we were getting stops on the defensive end. We just weren't really making shots. Then as you see, a couple threes started to fall for us. I think we might have had back-to-back, maybe even back-to-back threes, and that kind of got us going. And we didn't really look back from there. So we just got to guard. That's where it starts, is on the defensive end, and then from there we'll get easy buckets.
Defensively, you did hold them to 30% shooting, and they had one 10-minute stretch where they had 1 field goal, another 8-minute stretch without a field goal. So you guys had long stretches where defensively you guys were doing well. How much of your guys' success is based on that defense? I know you're the leading scorer, but how much is it based on the defense, and maybe how much of that was lacking Tuesday?
I think defense is basically what makes our team go. I mean, that when we get stops, when we're able to keep other teams from getting second and third opportunities at baskets, we're able to get out, and we feel like we're a pretty good transition team. And then once we get easy buckets in transition, then our shots start to fall in the half court. So I think everything we do is predicated with our defense. It just comes down to a matter of how bad we want it and what kind of effort we put into it.
But the Bosch, when he's on the bench, it does seem like you guys have to do things differently. But what worked tonight with him on the bench? What are you guys able to do to improve with him?
I see us as being a little bit more quick, a little bit more versatile defensively. We're able to switch maybe 1 through 4, sometimes even 1 through 5, especially ball screen wise. Switch flares. We're all similar in terms of our ability of being able to guard the ball and guard different guys. So with O out, it just gives us a different look. But when he's in the game, we have a rim protector. I feel like we can be successful either way.
I realize that you and him and Gene doesn't exactly want to speak on exactly what's going on with Coleman, but just how have you guys been there for him?
We just try to let him know that no matter what he goes through, we got his back. We realize there are some fans out there. There might be some people that say things, but one thing I've tried to kind of tell him is when you hear all that kind of stuff, instead of using it as these fans are so mean, this and that, I would take it as fuel if I were him, and just kind of turn it around and basically show them with your play that whatever they say they're wrong. And I think he's starting to realize that. Practice, he's turning his energy around, and I think that the fact that he knows that we have his back, the fact that he knows now that the fans are supporting him, I think he'll start to come around and just be the player that he is.
One last one on Tim Williams in the 7 of 8 shooting. I know he's sort of been kind of the guy that you guys feed off of, try and go through him.
Right.
You still get your points, I know, but it seems like you guys are trying to go through him. Tonight, 7 of 8, he ends up with 16 and 9 rebounds. How much does it open up for you on the outside when Tim is going?
A ton. Me and him, we like to play off of each other, whether it be two-man game, ball screens, post entries, and a lot of times when teams double down on him, he's a good enough passer, has a good enough feel to where he can find the open guy, and then that just leads to us getting open shots. Now the second part of that is we just have to make those shots. And so once we start making those shots and really getting teams jumping all over the place, we'll be unguardable because he's pretty unstoppable in the post, as you guys have all seen, and we're going to continue to feed him the ball. He's the anchor of our offense.